Hi, this is Barry here. Well, it probably look a bit different from the last time I posted because I shaved a couple of days ago and the beard's only grown back. And with cold weather the way it is, I am missing a bit of facial hair this morning for the bit of heat that it gave me. You can feel the difference when you shave it off. But it was just something I'd come across this morning on the website Quora, I think it's called. It's one of these ones where you ask questions and people come along and post their answers. And it was one of the questions somebody had posted about blogging, and they were asking how do you put a donation button on your blog? And I answered the question, but for some reason it triggered something in me, and I had discussed it on that question. But I just had said that somebody putting a donation button on the blog always comes across to me as being someone who's very needy. It's like someone who maybe puts on maybe one of these a ton of social media plugins that is it's all over the blog, so you can't really miss it, or kind of one of these people that kind of share this, like this, we should pin this post, and it's just kind of it's overkill. It's like somebody who might want to go out with a girl, and the more times they try to go out with her or ask her out, the more the kind of she pushes back, and the more she refuses to go out with them. But if you're more standoffish or just kind of more relaxed, there's a better chance that you're actually going to go out with that person. And that's the way I felt about that kind of putting a donation button on your blog. I think it's come across as somebody who's needy, and I thought it was also something that for somebody who doesn't actually value their work. When you're putting a donation button on your blog, like, is that blog post that you wrote today, is it only worth $1? Is it worth $10? And you're kind of going to your readers or your audience and saying, well, how much is my time worth? How much do you think this blog post was worth to you? I maybe spent maybe an hour putting it together, researching stuff, maybe putting some facts, or maybe putting an infographic or something like that into it. And how much do you think that's worth to me? So I thought that putting a donation button comes across that way as being somebody who's needy and doesn't value your work. I also thought that when was the last time anybody actually donated to a blog? How many times have you seen donation buttons on websites and stuff like that? But when was that actually the last time you actually clicked on one of those things and actually gave money towards a blog? Because I know I've seen it before, but I've never ever been tempted to do it. Maybe if I liked the post, or maybe I shared it or pinned it or whatever, but something like that. But actually looking for money directly, not that they shouldn't ask for money directly, because it is their blog, and if they're paying hosting fees and stuff like that, and as an income they should be doing it. But I would recommend maybe doing something like, if they didn't want to go all out and ask for the cash straight away, just put things like maybe Google Sense ads or affiliate products, or even sell the advertising space on the blog if it was getting a lot of traffic, and make money off of that way. But I just thought that coming along and putting a donation button on your blog was just it didn't seem to give across the right message. And I had answered the question that way. I thought that I told the person straight away, don't do it, because for all those reasons. But it just kind of triggered something in me, even like when I think about all the people maybe who have written maybe self-published work and stuff like that, who publish books maybe, who they're only offering maybe 300 or 400 word, or 300 or 400 page book that they've written, and they're offering it for 99 cents, which I always thought was, I know to get an audience and to get your foot in the door, sometimes you actually have to give away your content for free or stuff like that. But in those cases, like, even if I am giving content away for free, I recommend that person should be building an email list and force people to sign up to become part of your group, rather than giving it away free and not doing anything with it. At least then you can come at them again then when you have your second book or whatever. But like, people like undervaluing your work, like, and giving it away for 99 cents or something like that. I always recommend people should up the price, because in that case then, because you've put a higher value on your work, then more people are probably going to appreciate it and look at it that way. But if I bought a book for 99 cents, I'd probably see it as a 99 cents book. Whereas if somebody came along and then they were selling that book then for $4.99, I'd probably see that as a $4.99 book. Like, the information in the book could be the exact same, it could be the exact same book cover, but the price on that content would make a big difference to me personally, how I would look at it. If somebody was giving away information in a blog post for free, and maybe they repackage it and then sold it for 99, an ebook for $2.99, I'd probably be more inclined to actually pay more attention to what they had said in the ebook, and I would probably be one of those. I would probably, follow up on the advice in the ebook because it was sold for $2.99 rather than the blog post where it gave away free. You're going to find a lot of people out there, so much free information out there, that they're just going to kind of read it and dismiss it as being free and not actually, put it into use. Whereas if you repackage that and put it into a report or put it into an ebook or something like that, and even put it in a video and sold it as a video course, you're going to find people will probably actually take more action on your content because of that than they would if you gave it away free. So it's just from that blog post, and I'm reading some of Dan Kennedy's books at the moment, and one of them is actually on pricing, and how people should actually look at pricing, rather than don't try and be the cheapest person in the market. Differentiate yourself from the market by your pricing. Make it more expensive, and because people will be, as the old saying is, like, if it sounds too good to be true, people probably aren't going to follow up on the advice that's given in the book or do the things you expect them to do. I'm probably more inclined to, even if somebody had taken that ebook and sold it for $2.99, and maybe they had repurposed the content, added some videos, and made it into a $97 course. It could be the exact same content, but I'll probably pay more attention to it because I'm paying $97, and there's more of a kind of loss if I don't follow up on that. I've just thrown away $97 rather than the $2.99 maybe when I could have got it an ebook. So just pay attention to how you're pricing your stuff and how you come across to your audience, because like putting a donation button on your blog, like, do you come across as needy? Do you come across as not valuing your work? Because if you show people that maybe you don't have a value on your work, well then they're going to feel the same about it too, and you're not going to get what your work is really worth. So that has been my ramblings today. I'm just having a cup of tea, and I just taken a break away from the keyboard just to rest my eyes, and I just thought I'd make this short video. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, you can leave a comment below, and let me know what your thoughts are, on pricing and donation buttons, or whatever you feel about commenting on this video. So I thank you again for your time. So take care and have a great day. Bye bye.